Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 19 plus Black Book Recs and Black Book content creators. Let's get into it. So we're doing 19 because Juneteenth is right there. I've been planning this video, but why not just post it on Juneteenth? So that's why I chose 19. Now it's gonna be the sun. It's gonna be like 19 plus just because some of these I might talk about as a series, but we'll get into that. Because let's already get this out the way. You can't say that you can't find Black books or Black creators because I am not the first and I won't be the last that makes this kind of video. Now that we got that out the way, get your popcorn, get a notebook and a pen, and let's get into it. I'm going to try and be as brief as possible because we don't want this to be too long. So we're going to start with middle grade, my only middle grade. Number 1.
The book that I'm talking about is Amari and the Night Brothers. Y'all told me this book was gonna be great, but I still don't feel like y'all sell this book short still. Like this will definitely go down as a top book, not for the year, but just a top book for me, period.
Amari and the Night Brothers, and the content creator for you is Book Nurse on TikTok. This was one of my faves of 2021. This is like a children's version of Men in Black, basically. Next, we're gonna jump into young adult. Number 2, Love Radio, and the content creator for you is @WellReadSinger on Instagram. This is the best written YA romance I've ever read. It's the best written. Everything about this just screams Black culture. Like, I don't know what it is, but that's exactly what it gives. So we have Prince and, I forgot her name, Danny. Prince is like a radio talk show host, like a DJ, and Danny is a writer who wants to become a famous author or best-selling author, one of the two. And he bets her that she won't fall for him in 3 dates or something. But I just want to say, every time I see this cover, I always think this is Jhené Aiko, and this is that guy. I never watched it, but the guy from All American, the football player, every time I see that. Book number 3, Instructions for Dancing, and I gotta mention, at Paris, the bibliophile, I think is her full name on there on Insta. She actually gifted this to me. This was my first giveaway that I won. And so, yeah, this is the one that she picked for me. It was out of this one and The Taking of Jake Livingston, but she picked this one to buy me and to send me. All I'm gonna say is, anytime I want to cry or just like I've been feeling too good about myself and I just need to put myself down a little bit, I go get this off my shelf, flip to the end, and then all of a sudden I'm sad. Yeah. Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl by Joy Goffney, and the content creator for you is Cameron's Library on Insta. This is my favorite YA, absolute favorite. I think it's also going to be top 3 for sure of 2023. I absolutely love this. This is Joy Goffney's second book. Her first one is called Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. You can't see it, but it's on my shelf. I don't have Confessions though. I read it from the library. Absolute perfect. I gave this a 5-star, and even books that I give a 5-star, I can always pick something that I don't like out of it. This was a perfect 5-star. We have Monique, who physically cannot have sex, and her boyfriend of 2 years breaks up with her on their 2nd year anniversary because they tried for the 29th time and nothing worked, and he's like, beep boop beep boop, call me when you're ready. And so we follow her journey on figuring out like kind of what's going on, you know, with her body and stuff. So it's this journey of like self-acceptance, and along the way she becomes close friends with Sasha and Reggie. And you know that this book stood out to me because I remember their names. Then we're going to jump into New Adult. New Adult, I have 2 books. However, I'm gonna save the second book for last.
If I like it, I'll just grab it in a different color. If I like it, I'll just grab it in another color. If I like it and they have another color, I'll just grab it. Did I like it and they had a different color? Consider it grab.
Book number 5 is Team Players by Deanna Gray. This is book 2 in what's called the Mendel Hawks series or duet. The content creator for you that you just saw is at Residential Reader on TikTok. I always get a good laugh at everything she posts. But anyways, so Team Players is a hockey romance. They're both hockey players. They're both captains. And we have two characters who make a bet that he can't stick to one person, i.e. her, and she can't not only sleep with him but sleep with other people because she has trouble just constantly jumping into relationships and he has trouble staying in them. He hit it and quit it. That's his motto. Okay, and then we're gonna save the second book for last. Then we're gonna jump into our adult contents. Okay, there's no particular order for these. They're just listed. Of course I colored, you can't see it, but I color coded all my stuff.
It's my first urban fiction read. I'm usually a fantasy thriller reader. I just stepped out of my comfort zone and started romance, and now I'm trying to take a step further to read urban fiction. And this did not disappoint for my first book in the genre. 5 stars across the board.
Moth to a Flame. And the creator for you is LLC. I think that's an L. LLC.collections on TikTok. I devoured this book. This is a 5-star read. It's urban fiction. You will go through so many different emotions. When you read this, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna be frustrated. I do have a mutual who said she loved the ending. I told her I was actually a little sad about the ending. But I do know that in order to read like the Ethics series and the Butterfly series, you at least need to read Moth to a Flame first. So that's why I ended up reading it. 5-star.
So this month we got Anonymous Acts, and this is a different cover. And if you are looking for a romantic suspense book, this is the one. And when I tell you, you're not going to figure it out. You're not going to figure it out.
Girl CCJ, Anonymous Acts. Content creator for you is at Jaleesa Reads. I may have misspelled this on my paper. Anonymous Acts. No one talks about this by CCJ, which she has all kinds of books, so I'm not surprised that some get lost. This is one of my favorites. Honestly, it's between this one and Curiosity by her. I don't know which one I prefer. Probably this one just because it is longer. But anyway, this is a romantic suspense. So we have a woman who is married. She's been married for about like 12 years. He's having affairs. He has all kinds of affairs. He has his go-to mistress, and he ends up being killed. And she is the prime suspect because, I mean, they were married. However, they don't think she did it. They think she's like the mind behind it, but they think her side piece, because y'all, she had a side piece. It was anonymous. They met on some kind of site for people who have insomnia, and they became, you know, close and a little too close, if you know what I mean. And they're anonymous, so they didn't know what each other looked like, but they would sext, do everything. So they think he is the one who committed the crime, but that's how they end up like finding out about each other. It's a great read if you haven't already. Book number 8 is Plus One by Tannen, and my girl Katie hooked me up with this book. She kept posting about this, and I'm like, I have to read it. It's a series of 3. It's polyamorous. Book 1 is a little lengthy. It's like 500 pages, but it's totally worth it. I think my fave though is the 3rd book, which is a novella, but you obviously have to read it in order. And I just have to thank Katie for putting me onto that, because I only have one more book of Tannen to read before I've read every one of her books, which she only has, I think, 5, but I've read 4. I think so. Book number 9 is the Kingstown series by Sean. And the content creator for you is at Paperback Passionista, Kadisha. Yeah, this is really, really, really good. I don't remember all the tropes, like now that I'm thinking about it, but it's it's 4 books. His Majesty. I can never remember the second book's name, but I think the third one is called Midnight, and then the last one is called Cravings. I'm missing a book. I don't remember what each one is about. I know that Midnight is interracial. Cravings might be, oh, you know which one I'm missing? I think I'm missing the one that involved books. Both main characters enjoyed books. I think that's the second one that I'm missing. Because Cravings, I'm pretty sure, is the name of a restaurant in the book. I don't remember. I need to refresh myself on it. I didn't come prepared, but it's a great series. Book number 10 is Holding Back the Years, and the content creator for you is Nairi. I am still actually reading this book. This is what I'm reading now. I have maybe 10 minutes left, but I'm pretty positive I'm gonna give it a 4-star, so that's why I wanted to mention it in here. I thought I'd be done by now, but here we are. Don't let that cover fool you. Don't let that cover fool you. Okay? Spicy, spicy, spicy. I don't really like cartoon cover spicy books, but this one, it's good. We have August and Serafina. August owns some kind of like auto shop, and his mom is at this nursing home. He hasn't visited yet, but when we meet him, he's visiting for the first time. Serafina's grandfather is already there. He's been there for a hot minute. He has Alzheimer's. But yeah, that's how they meet. So they end up having a one-night stand, and then another, and then another, and then another. You see what I'm getting at? So I know some people say this is the one-night stand trope, but like, was it really a one-night stand? And I mean, I think he even said it, like, we're gonna be seeing each other again. So I don't know. Book number 11 is bookmarked by Bella J, and the content creator for you is bashes.bookshelf on Insta. Bookmarked is my favorite Bella J book. This is a divorce moon, I believe, and we have 2 characters who are getting a divorce, but they decide to go on like a vacation before they sign the papers, or he signs the papers. And yeah, I think my favorite part about this book is that it involves pictures, and normally I don't like social media in books. I think mainly it's TikTok. I hate when authors write TikTok in their books, like a character has a large account. I hate that. But one that I do like in books is Instagram, when pictures are being taken, and she just went about it in such a cute way. And she even put like a fictional version of the shade room. So like, it's an Instagram post, it has comments. I think it even had like some real like readers comments or authors. I could have sworn I remember seeing Natasha Bishop's name in there. But yeah, it was so cute. It has blurred pictures. It's really good.
Oh my gosh, she's a beauty. She really is a beauty. And like, I really, really recommend this book, y'all. If you're looking for a new romance book to read, please, please check it out. If you love reality dating, okay, you will really, really love this book. It's funny, it's sweet, it's lighthearted with some great spice. Like, what else can we ask for?
Book number 12 is Insta Love by Daniel Allen, and the content creator for you is Discovering D. I feel like a lot of people talked about Insta Love when it came out, but then now it's like we're back to, which as we should, but it feels like we're back to talking about like Continuum and Truth or Dare, and those are fantastic, but I think Insta Love is my favorite. It is a reality dating, it's a reality TV dating show. How do you word that? TV reality dating show? I don't remember how to word it. But it's a reality dating show. And I would just like to say that it was absolutely great, because she found a way to write this whole production in one person's POV. We don't even get his POV. There is a second book, it's called Insta Love the Reunion, and we do get half of the book in his, but this one, it's just her. So the way that she was able to not only give us a TV production, but also give us, you know, the inside thoughts of our FMC, but also giving us chemistry between them was mind-blowing. Y'all need to read that if you haven't already. Number 13 is the Mafia Misfits series, and of course, I think all of us who have read it, I feel like Robin is the one that Robin is the one that influenced us. She posted about it a couple of times on TikTok, and I kept seeing her post about it, and I'm like, I have to get my hands on it. I have to read it. And I binged them all very quickly. There's 5 books. I think Asia Monique said it's going to be a series of 10. But I read all 5 that's out right now, and I absolutely loved it. And it's a Black Mafia series, so I was super excited to read that, because I do read a lot of Mafia, but I hadn't read Black Mafia series, and this gave what it needed to give. Each book has something different. I think one of them is like friends to lovers, one is like an arranged marriage or like marriage of convenience. I forgot which one is my favorite. I think it's either the 4th or the 5th. It could be the 4th book, but I don't want to be wrong. Which, how could I be wrong? Because I loved them all.
Hey y'all, how you doing today? I need Miss Mia Monique to come to the front of the classroom. Come to the front of the classroom right now, because this book, it's so good. First off, look at the cover. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay.
Number 14 is The Grim Reaper's Lawyer, and the content creator for you is Sion. I hope I'm saying that right. We have a character who dies, and she thinks she's going to heaven. Girl, you going to hell. You going to hell, literally. And the Grim Reaper that goes to get her needs a lawyer. So instead of her going like straight to hell or straight to purgatory, I don't remember which one, he enlists her aid as a lawyer because he needs a lawyer. He did something. We know he didn't do it because he's positive he didn't do it, so we know he didn't do it. Like, we have faith in him as a reader. But yeah, he has her be his lawyer. I will say I ended up giving this book, I think, like a 4-star. But guess what would have made it a 5? Had it have not been a romance. Had they have just been best friends, I think would have made this book even better, in my opinion. And I feel like I've never said that. I feel like I've never said that about a book. I always root for the romance. Now, I did root for them because when you think about it, when it comes to a lifetime partner, you expect them to be your best friend. But I don't know, I just didn't get like lifetime partner, best friend vibes. I just got best friend vibes. But when they did get together, I was on board for it all, so.
Whoever recommended this book to me, I wish you well. I wish your next 5 reads are all 5 stars. I love you.
Book 15, For His Pleasure by Kimberly Brown. And the content creator for you is The Vicarious Adult on TikTok. This was my first Kimberly Brown book. All you need to know is that it has the virgin trope. He is the virgin, and they do it everywhere. That's all you need to know. If you haven't read it, go read it. She writes some of the best spicy books, like, every time. I know I'm gonna get something every time. She just does it for me. Number 16 is Trapped, and the content creator for you at Batgirl Reads on Insta. Now, Trapped is not a romance. It's by Shay Sanders. It's not a romance. I don't even think it's a love story. It's paranormal, I believe. I think he's some kind of demon. All I know is that cover is fire. I think it's a perfect read to read during like the fall months, during October. If you haven't read it, I would definitely save it for then. It's short. I think it's a novella, but just know it's not a romance. And I think she states that at the very beginning as well. Book number 17 is Zinni by Rebecca Weatherspoon. I got this from my local bookstore. This is book 2 and this is book 1. They're both interracial. Oh, the content creator for you is at the romance space on Insta. Sorry about that. I'm getting distracted because I had to get up and go grab it. This is a marriage of convenience. We have a woman who cannot get her money, not her money, well, it is money, but she can't get, what do you call it? The money out the will. What you call that? I don't know, but she has to be married to get some money. Her aunt died. Yeah, he's Scottish. I'm all over the place about this book. Just know it's interracial and it's a marriage of convenience. Number 18 is Where We Found Our Passion, and of course I have to mention my girl Nia at Nia Literally. She gifted me not only this book but the rest of the series. There might be another book. I don't remember if she's making another one, if she's writing another one, but this one, it's a part of a series. It is, I don't know what the series itself is called. Oh, the Lost and Found series. So we have book 1, Where We Found Our Home. This is first responders. He is firefighter. And this book kind of reminded me a little bit of, what's that book by Nicholas Sparks? Julianne Hough is in the movie, and Josh something is the guy. The Lucky John, I don't remember. Whatever that movie is, I did read the book. This kind of gave me the same vibes. 2 is Where We Found Our Heart. This is Isaiah. This is a one-night stand with a surprise pregnancy. This book, I wanted to throw Isaiah like out the window. I wanted to beat him up because he does something in here, honestly, and I've talked about this before, I think on my old TikTok. He does something very, very stupid. And it was so frustrating. It was so frustrating to read because I'm like, are you that dumb? Are you that dumb? But anyway, but then we have this one. And I honestly think this is my favorite out of the series, which is why I picked Nia for this one, because she gave this book a 5-star as well. This is sports romance. The girl is a soccer player, and he, I think, does like, he's into like sports medicine or something. She ends up getting hurt, and they reconnect because this is also second chance. So, yeah, it was so good. I still think about this book to this day. And last but not least, book number 19 is Body Hunter. And the content creator for you, why am I thinking like I'm trying to memorize it? It's on my paper. Is This Fat Chick Reads on Insta. The only thing I remember, we have a girl who's on the run. She's pregnant, but she's being hunted. She's being killed. And she ends up meeting a body hunter who, I think he does that for a living. He's not the one after her, but he ends up saving her. I don't remember if this book is marketed or like promoted as a single parent trope, like a single mom. It might be, but honestly, I don't know if I would say it's single parent, only because when she meets the body hunter, she's already pregnant. And when they meet and he, you know, protects her, that's it. They are together from that point on. So it's like, she was never, I mean, technically they weren't together. So she was single and a parent. But I mean, she also didn't need no babysitter because he was right there along with her, and he was on daddy duty. Okay? So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I would say it was single parent. I don't know. And then I have a bonus.
Only Paolo can take this and give you A princess.
Book number 20 is from me. So, book number 20 is It Started With a Dance by Tania Montfort. I wanted to put this book in here because I absolutely loved it. I feel like not a lot of my mutuals had read it. I did see 3 mutuals, but I don't think they read it. It was like cover reveals when it first came out. This is Tania's second book. She does have a third book out. Oh my gosh, I couldn't take it. Of course I waited for the very end to switch, but Tania does have a third book out called like the last minute first lady or something. I feel like that's the one that she's gonna be known for, honestly. But my favorite, I haven't read that yet, but my favorite is Started With a Dance. It's college, which is why I had it under new adult. It's a college romance. We have a girl who's into dance. We have a guy who had gotten in some kind of accident where he was hurt, so he missed a lot of school and he's missing a credit. So I think the one class that he wants to take is full, so he has to take dance. And not only that, but it does have fake dating. It's a black romance as well. I think all of these were black romances with the the Grim Reaper's lawyer is interracial. She's black, he's Asian. Zenny is interracial. Yeah, I think just those two. So yes, these were technically 19 plus book recs. 20, including myself, black book content creators. So I don't want to be hearing nobody. I can't find black books. I can't find black content creators. Are y'all not tired saying that? I'm tired hearing it. Are y'all not exhausted? Because like I said at the beginning, I'm not the first, nor will I be the last. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I kept your attention all the way through. I hope I didn't rush. We'll see when I play this back. I'm sorry for how it looked when I was facing the other way. Of course, now the sun is behind a cloud. Sorry I waited till the last minute to turn it back this way. And as always, we all know I probably forgot to say some things. In the description box, I will have all of the content creators listed. If I have enough room, I will also put the links to the books. My main priority is going to be to put the links to the book content creators. You can always, search them books up, put them fingers to work. I want y'all to have easier access to the content creators. So yes, that's it for today's video. I'm done rambling. Hopefully it's not too long. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I did say I would add the thumbnail video at the end of all my videos. So I just can never remember. For you to read the spine, does it need to be this way or the other way? So we're gonna do both. See, I think it needs to be the other way. But we're gonna do both. Y'all. Okay, I'm gonna flip it the other way just in case to read it. It needs to be this way. I don't think so. Let me see. I don't think so. We're gonna do it anyway.